Cool. Chris, what's going on, man? I always feel awkward when I call folks, by their first name. We've never been friends. I like to think maybe we would be in person friends, but
Yeah, man. I mean, that's my name. You know what I mean?
I,
Yeah.
I appreciate you sitting down with me, man. I know it's been crazy. Congrats on the fourth season. Congrats on all the work that you've been putting out last few years. It's just been a real pleasure to get to see that, especially just as a writer of color and seeing more folks on the come up like yourself. For starters, I'm asking everybody this: how's your 2020 been? What's it been like? I know there's some highs and some lows, but how's it been for you and yours?
It's been the beginning of this year was pretty much one of the roughest years of my life. It's on a personal level. I lost my uncle Willie to cancer, and just just family things that are going on, and then the pandemic on top of that didn't help. But I think that there are also some real highs in the conversation, and also the uprise. Everything that's been a part of our protesting, and I think there's some beauty in that because it's putting the conversation in a real place for a lot of people that weren't having those conversations before. It's giving us who have been talking about this thing just more light and more places to really have this conversation and dive deeper than just screaming there's a problem, but actually
Right.
push towards solving these issues. And I think that's a beautiful part of it. And I think that creatively, it's while it's been hindering and that's been rough, like not being able to get on stage and some of that, having these moments and having this opportunity to get on this type of stage and create has made it even more monumental to me. Like giving me even doing those at home shows gave me an escape of trying to deal with the issue and not just sit around and sit in it and
Hmm.
feel like you're doing something. You know what I mean? And with that and the COVID relief fund, just finding different ways to help has just been inspiring. A lot of people have inspired me. And so I've just been trying to do what I can. And I think it's a hard time, but I think it's a necessary time for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, I mean, for starters, the work you've been doing on the ground for the community has been astounding, and it is really, excuse me, really inspiring to get to see that. Um, and also, I had just been looking up that in the last, like 40 some years of SNL, there've only been 20 black players, and the company is really elite that you're a part of. So I wonder what's that like for you to be a part of that company, and also just have your contemporaries in that space as well.
Man, it feels like an honor, man. It feels humbling, and I'm also like very driven by making sure I like use my voice to inspire others to come to do this, the exact same thing. And it's really been cool to see the build and embrace the need for diversity in a real way, in an active way, and giving us a platform to talk about some of these things that are pretty hard. And also, there's been like a lot of greats that have come out of there. So it's like, man, I really want to put my foot in a lot of this comedy, man, because I
Hmm.
look back, I don't want to be the weak one. It's a shorter list for us. I don't want to
Right.
put out all them.
Yeah, no, you got the Waynes and the Murphy, and you want the red up there. I feel you. As a writer, especially as a creator of color, we want to leave our mark, and of course we hope that we can inspire other folks of color who are going down this road.
Yeah.
Um, it's been crazy, man. Since 2016, I feel like SNL has had to compete with the real world. You
Hmm.
know, like at this point now, no writer's room can beat 2020. Whoever's coming up with these stories, I don't know what they're doing, but first of all, they need to hook me up with a better storyline.
I was saying, man, 2020 so crazy. 2021 is like, yo, just can I just be a year, fam? Like,
Right.
like it's too much pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
absolutely.
wild. It's Wow.
what are y'all hoping to, what are you hoping to do this season that might be able to alleviate some of the stress that people are dealing with? What are some of the topics you guys hope to tackle?
I mean, I think nothing's off the table, man. I think it's we're trying to. For me personally, I want to just I want to give some perspective to things and challenge people that might not think like me. I want to give some escapism here and there
Mm-hmm.
so we can remember to take breaks because it's healthy for us with all these things going on that aren't normal, all these negative things that we should not be getting used to every day. It's healthy to take a step back and like chill because you can't fight in the right way if you all scrambled up here, you're not taking care of yourself mentally, and mental health stuff. I'm just getting into that, like into therapy and all of that. So I really want to just just talk about things that are important to me and make sure that like that I'm reflecting how I feel a little bit on the show because that's what makes the show so good is the fact that we're able to talk about these social issues and these political issues and a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of silliness too. So I want to be able to take advantage of all that, having more comfort at the show, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And that escapism is really crucial. And if we don't get a chance to just take a break from all the chaos right now, it could really begin to take a toll on us. Um, Sports wise, who are some of the folks in the sports world that's helped bringing you some of that reprieve? Because my Lakers took a whooping last night, and I'm in
Woo!
shambles, and I'm
And I
LeBron's
really
my boy.
I want James to get one, man.
I'm
I
saying,
really want James to get one, and you know he's been doing so much good work, man. I felt for him last night, but you know what I'm saying, little L ain't it ain't the worst thing in the world.
right, right.
He's
No,
looking for a good series.
I agree. I agree. I was heartbroken, but at the same time, I know my people in Miami were excited and they were, I had to lick my wounds and whatever. But just one last thing before I let you go. What are some of the next projects that your fans can look forward to from you?
Man, I have we'll be doing the Keenan show, so we'll be getting to working on that after whenever this election season is done.
Right, right.
And then I have a movie Scare Me that's out on Shutter. You can also find Shutter through Prime Video too.
Hmm.
It's really good with Aya Cash and Josh Rubin, and that's really dope. And I have Vampires versus the Bronx on Netflix.
All right.
And with a slew of amazing talent in there, including like Method Man, Sarah Gadon. So it's super dope. Directed and written by my homie Oz Rodriguez. So very excited about those projects. Please check them out. Watch them when you have a moment. You know, if you need to take a break from everything going on. And I got a couple other things we're working on. I can't say yet, but yeah. And whenever I just stand up come back, man, I'm gonna do my special. As soon as that come back somewhere, I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen. I got a little full plate, man.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. You got to get yours. You got to go after that. You got to go after that bag. And again, folks like yourself, entertainers, you got to get back into your space, into your dojo, get into your groove. You got the audiences present whenever they can be. But again, really appreciate you taking the time talking to us. Wish you immense success moving forward. And again, thanks for all the hard work that you do. And I'm looking forward to all the tracks that you're going to be dropping on SNL, man.
Hey man, yo, I'm gonna try to keep that consistent too. That's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things to do is the silliest raps on earth that you can
We
bump with your
appreciate
people in the club. I want them
it.
twerking to silly things.
We appreciate
Uh,
it, man. We do.
well, I appreciate you, Jamal, man. I can't wait to see you work too, brother.
Hey, man, I'm trying. I appreciate you. Take it easy, Chris.
You too, man.